Hello everyone, Doc on the clock with more Make a Good Mega Man level contest 2. Those of you keeping track of things might notice that my Noble Nickel count is a little higher than it was before. There is a reason for that. I'm trying to get 80 Noble Nickels as fast as I can without skipping things too much. But after looking at the amount of nickels in each tier, I noticed that tier 7 has a ridiculously small number of Noble Nickels. And it was one off of the thing that I'm definitely targeting, which I believe is at 80. So, I decided to do a little bit of sequence breaking in order to get a few more Noble Nickels, which should put me at 80 by the end of tier 6. I know that some people might think that that's spoiling myself for the future a bit, but I guarantee you I did not do anything I wasn't already intimately familiar with. We'll leave it at that. Anyway, I have a day off tomorrow, so I have plenty of time tonight to do my stuff, which is good because tonight is going to be probably a long one. It is 59th place by BBLIR, Forgotten Fortress. Pyro's least favorite. Yes, this is kind of going to be a thing. Which I can explain better if I have my document up. Right. Forgotten Fortress is the second largest level in the entire game at 114 screens. When you hear that number and you know that it's second place, that is scary enough on its own. But yes, this is kind of crazy huge. And you know what makes it a little bit more frustrating? It's a labyrinth. It is a giant, enormous labyrinth. And going left, there is apparently something you can get if you have a key, but I don't have a key. And this level is just kind of insane for the amount of everything. It is pretty darn difficult for what it is. I expect to die quite a fair bit. And there are so many paths, and there's secret stuff all over the place. Oh, okay, I can't stand on that. I thought that was background. So, it's going to take me a long time. The music's pretty good, I'll give it that. Good music selection. But yeah, it's long. Oh boy. And this is shaping up to be difficult. So let's break out the Jewel Satellite, which will negate any challenge from the tellies. And I can even heal it up right away. So yeah, as you can tell, we started off outside, and we're now inside. And there's just, this stage is a lot of, everything. Whoa! including spike drops with non-scrolling screens. And I'm surprised I haven't died yet. There's a lot of instant death around. Back outside. BBLAR actually made fairly decent use of slopes. I mean, they're not like tricky or anything, but they're all over the place. Also, fat nuts. We haven't even gotten to the parts where the paths split yet. It's not going to be long now. Yep, here we are. Split path. I don't know which way is the way to go, really. I'm probably gonna have to come back and do it the other directions anyway, so... Let's start off with right, and immediately have the path split again because, oh lord, the stage. Okay. I'm gonna do right down first. It takes me to whatever this is. Gravity platforms, apparently. Also, I'm on the lookout. There is a false wall somewhere that leads to something. I don't know where it is, though. Oh, boy. This is disorienting. Be perfectly clear about that. Okay, I have to flip here. Oh, I think I'm supposed to... I actually know what I'm supposed to do here. Oh, there's lots of those. At least that's a midpoint. That is a kind of weird spot for a midpoint. I will admit that, but I'll take it because it's a midpoint. This is difficult because you don't know where stuff is here. Or where it's supposed to go. Ah! Auto-scrolling! Okay, then. Yeah, there's the thing about this is that it really jumps from one thing to the next quite quickly. It's like a couple of those earlier stages in like Tier 2 and 3 that were also very unfocused and just used a lot of gimmicks very briefly. This one, I mean, the gimmicks last a little bit longer, but that's because the overall size of the stage is just massively ramped up. I'll say that this, although it's not the structurally largest stage in the game, it feels like the largest stage in the game, the largest and the longest. There's a reason for that. We'll get to that when we get to the largest stage in the game. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to get that. I just kind of got it by accident, so I didn't use mine. Also, very, very bouncy. Very, 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 very bouncy. Pete would have a field day here. Even the bounciness. And there's Noble Nickel 1, which, well, wheel cutter. That one was pretty straightforward. I'm pretty surprised that I've only died once so far, because when I was playtesting this, I died about 8 times. No going back that way. So, we have taken one of the possible paths and gotten to here, where there is a key. And a special net of some sort, which was rather damaging. And that goes back to the beginning. Whoa! And that's where we get the energy element. There's only one energy element in the stage, so that's the one. But we have noble nickels to find, too. And we've only found one of them. You guess where the other ones are? All over the place. I'm going to get the energy element and get the stage technically completed. At least as far as the energy elements go. Because, I'd like to kind of have that in my pocket. So that when I get the noble nickels, I can end at any time I feel like. I do realize that means I have to get the key again, but I have to go to the end of these, of most of these anyway, so... Let's see if I can make it quick. I mean, the first time there is probably as quick as it's gonna get. Since I died, like, almost not at all. And already I'm doing worse. The Guts Lifts, I feel like, have a little bit of a thing where they don't quite fall when, at the time you expect them to. The drops, they kind of fall off the drops before they get to the drops. So I kind of have a tendency of jumping off of them early. This is not the time I wanted. But I had that problem a lot more when I was doing the playtesting, so I guess maybe I got used to it a little bit. It's not taking too long. Jumping off of those is kind of a tricky thing. Because they don't, it feels like they jump a little bit, you jump a little bit lower when you're going off of them. Like the momentum is carrying a little more than you might expect. Alright. So let's exhaust this side first by going right and then right. There's a lot of bolts there. And there's more of this stuff. Is there a reason I want this guy around? Is there maybe something in there? No, there's not. I know there's lots of secrets on the stage. I don't know where they are. Also, we have some advanced tellers here. Uh-oh. I feel the urge. The urge to pop bubbles! The thing here is that bubbles respawn, so I could just be popping them forever and ever and ever. I can't do that, though. I have to have a limit. After all, I have to move on. I chose the only one without rewards. Not that it really matters, because I don't need those. Okay, this looks interesting. Guess I've got to follow along this snaky pathway. There is definitely an advantage to wearing the power of crystals and gems today. Is there anything this way? No. Just stops and starts. Okay. Power of crystals does not help me. Power of bees, however, does. Oh, crap! My bee interrupted my performance. And this could be very bad. Okay, that was not great, but I survived. I also just shot my bee off screen. Definitely want to be far enough ahead at this point. Okay, anything over here? Well, there's bolts. Getting a bonanza of bolts in this stage. And rising platforms. I don't know all of this stage, I'll say that. I know... I have some familiarity with some parts of it. Like, I know there are secrets, I know a few of the... I've seen a... I did, like, one pathway on my playtest, because I didn't want to do, like, the entire thing. I just felt like it was going to be way too long. I don't think I've ever even seen this pathway before. It looks like this takes us to this direction, which gives us this guy, which we destroy very quickly. I like how quickly we can destroy them. Death lasers! There's something around the death lasers. Ah! I saw this. And it's Crash Man. Except he looks way different from Crash Man. Although he functions pretty much like Crash Man, but oh, okay, he doesn't like Slash Claw. I don't like dying, so let's use everything. This feels like it's also pretty effective. It's not a death kit boss, so... there's an M-Tank right there, so let's M-Tank it up. Need to get it first. As I said, he functions pretty much like Crash Man, although he's got the ability to kind of moderate his jumps a bit. Okay, I did get that Noble Nickel. This is one of the bonus things in the stage. A nice little side boss fight for no particular reason. And then you just keep heading back once you're done. There is another bonus thing. I don't know where it is though. Is it over there? There is something here. Well, I can destroy bubbles over and over in order to recover some health. And then clear out some craziness. Ah! This is the one. This is a bonus room with a bunch of bonus characters. And apparently Crashman is there, too. Mr. Black. Don't mind me, I'm just a fan character with no name. If you say so. Airman. Fuck, the internet is full of really pathetic people. I couldn't agree more. You are pathetically easy. My fight is not that hard. It's not. Zapmat decides to break the text barrier there for no particular reason. Wait, I don't know what I'm doing here. I don't know what you're doing here either. You're a canon character. Although, you've probably been fan boosted. And you probably noticed that we did get, in fact, get a costume for going in here. Over what? Such a shame that my game was terrible. I think that's Mighty number 9? I haven't played that game yet. At all. Help! I have no arms, I can't get up. I don't have much to say here, so might as well tell the credits. Stage music was composed by Dead Team. Crash Band boss fight music, so remixed by Rush Jet 1. Basically everything else is made by me. About this fortress. This is an old fortress that has recently been taken over by land. Regional owner is unknown, but has scattered power-ups in certain areas to aid you. Why is anyone's guess? Since this fortress is so old, the high gravity has caused the walls to weaken. Be careful. I'm not sure what that means. It's not a one-way thing. But now we're back over here, so I've got a long ways to go again. At least we got 2 of the noble nickels. There's 2 more to get, though. And I've got ways to go to get them. Triple Blade is pretty effective against the splitter mutts there. So I think I have to go finish this path because I didn't really finish it. Even though I've already done a fair bit of it, I'll see if there's anything I can do to kind of speed it up. I'm standing on solid ground here. That doesn't make a lot of sense. One thing I can do to speed it up is not be obsessive about exploding all the bubbles. How is that even possible? It doesn't appear to be, actually. Maybe if I did it just right. Okay. I decided to speed this one up. That should help a bit. I love the mobility options in this contest. I also like how easy it is to defeat some enemies that are otherwise kind of difficult. This force beam section is not terribly difficult either. Which is probably how a force beam section should be. And we're back here. And we can go ahead and get the key. Teleport back to the beginning. Open this up. And take the teleporters. Block trains and other gimmicks can be approached with Flash Stopper. Useful to know. And this one tells you where the hidden rooms are. Hidden Yoshichi, huh? I don't know where that is, but I don't particularly need it. What I do particularly need are, 2 noble nickels. Orange path. Okay, so this one is by going up and to the left. So let's go ahead and do that one. I need that, full heal there. And, well, up is the way to go here. And pretty clear hint to use wire adapter. And my bees are being very helpful. Ah, and an E-tank right up there. Sounds like a job for wire adapter. It's pretty clear that the placement of the noble nickels was almost certainly designed to make the player go through the entire stage. This is a sign that can be read? No. Ah! But it is a warning. But there's ice physics around. There's an M-tank down there. There's a whole bunch of tanks all over the place here. Path splits off again. I told you this is a labyrinth. But I need to stay on the upper side. Oh, okay, they stopped short. But they also took one more hit than I expected them to. Oh, wow! Hang on a second. I don't know if that was intentional or not. Slide on ice physics and you can run super fast. Oh man, if I had known that. Oh, what I could have done with that. And down we go. And I missed a whole bunch of goodies. And there was no noble nickel. I didn't see a noble nickel. Did I miss something on that? Oh boy. Well, I'm just gonna have to follow this path to the end and then work back and scour back over. But this video is already half an hour, so it's time to make a part 2. So, I will do that, and we'll pick it up there.